Alright guys, so we just prepped the leg, so we're going to start on the left side. This is the same side that he has the fibula that has the premature consolidation, so we're also going to do the re-osteotomy over here. So we have that prepped out, and we're getting ready to start the case with our incision up on top. So we're going to make our measurements and start the case. So we just finished placing the guide wire. We made sure we have the exact location of where we're going to put the guide wire, because that's very important. So we have that in. We have our long ball tip guide wire in there. So now we're going to make the measurements for the nail. So, and we have customized nails for this, so we have to make sure it's the perfect size for this individual. So we're going to make our measurements, and then we're going to find out where we're going to make our cut, and then we're going to ream the bone to expand it so we can put that nail in. Okay, so we are done with the location of the osteotomy and made our drill holes. So now we're going to use this to ream the canal open so we can actually fit the nail. This also helps to seed the area where we made the osteotomy, so that when we start lengthening, we already have all the good stem cells right where we need it. Alright, so we finished our reaming, and now we're getting ready to put in the nail. This is our stride nail that's stainless steel, very, very strong, and it's going to be able to support his weight. So we're going to get this just above the osteotomy site, complete the osteotomy, and then put it through to stabilize it. Now that we have the nail in, we're just using the jig that's attached to the nail to put in our final screws to stabilize the nail as well as the bone. So that's what we're doing right now. We're going to make a few little drill holes and then put in the screws to stabilize everything. Okay, so we just finished putting in all the screws. We did the 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. We're just checking it right now to make sure that they're in perfect location. And then we're going to use the ERC, which is the external device, to lengthen the nail by 1 millimeter, making sure that it works properly. At this point of the procedure, so we're having the ERC going, and we're lengthening the nail right now, and at the same time I just released the IT band. That's one of the most restrictive parts of this procedure, is the IT band. If you don't release that, you can't get a good lengthening. So I always release that for these height lengthening procedures. I think it's a very key component to getting good results as well as good functioning. So we're just going to close this up, finish up with the ERC, make sure that our nail has lengthened by 1 millimeter, and then we're going to move on to the other side. Alright, so we just finished the femur on the left side, so that's all done and all the sutures are done. So as I told you, this gentleman also did a staged procedure. So we did his tibias first. Unfortunately, he developed a premature consolidation of just the fibula. So we're going to go in there and re-osteotomize the fibula so that he can continue lengthening properly, and there's no issues with the fibula being too short, because we don't want that. So we're going to go in, just make a little cut and do the re-osteotomy. So this is the fibula where the premature consolidation had happened. So we went ahead and just using osteotome, and we chipped away at it. The new bone is very soft, so we don't need to drill it. We just kind of cut it very gently. Unfortunately, because it's fresh bone and new bone, it tends to bleed a lot. So we're just trying to control the bleeding, making sure we don't develop any kind of complications from excess bleeding. So we're going to add some thrombin in there to help control the bleeding before we close it up. Okay, so we just finished the left side femur, as well as the re-osteotomy of the fibula on the left side. So I think he's going to do very well. We're going to start the right side, which is pretty much going to be similar to the left side. We're just going to do the mirror image of the other side. The post-op phase for this patient is going to be that he's going to walk after a couple of hours, after he's a little bit more awake. We're going to get him up and walking. Very important for circulation and to prevent any blood clots from happening. And then a week later, we're going to start lengthening both the femurs as well as the left side on the tibia. So we have to wait a little bit before we start re-lengthening that side. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. If you do have other questions, please submit it to us and we'll try to answer your questions as best as we can. Hopefully we see you soon. Bye-bye.